وجعلنا السماء سقفا محفوظا وهم عن آياتها معرضون.
International Space Station access for future American rockets. And Falcon has cleared the tower.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal. Vehicles programming downrange. Stage 1 propellant utilization is active.
Power and telemetry nominal.
T plus 1 minute. Altitude. Speed 290 meters per second. Downrange distance 1.1 kilometers. Vehicle supersonic.
Recovery drone ship has AOS.
Vehicles reach maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Stage 1 propulsion is still nominal.
Power and telemetry remain nominal.
Impact chill has begun.
T plus 2 minutes. Altitude 32 kilometers. Speed 1 kilometer per second. Downrange distance 13 kilometers.
Data coming back shows vehicle on course, on track.
Two, one, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
Control program. Roger, roll, Challenger. Engines beginning throttling down now at 94%. Normal throttles for most of the flight, 104%. We'll throttle down to 65% shortly. Engines at 65%. 3 engines running normally. 3 good fuel cells. 3 good APUs. Velocity 2,257 feet per second. Altitude 4.3 nautical miles. Downrange distance 3 nautical miles. Engines throttling up. 3 engines now at 104%. Challenger, go with throttle up. Challenger, go with throttle up.
يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس.
One, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond. Discovery's onboard computers commanding the main engine nozzles to swivel, aiming the shuttle for its precise target in space for main engine cutoff.
Should have a good forward leg now in estimate. Okay, you sound good. Discovery Houston, negative return.
Minute 30 seconds.
Sound suppression water system now being armed for release. Confirmation we have 3 main engines ready for ignition. Space shuttle now on internal power. Liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen fill and drain valves are closed. Solid rocket booster flight data recorders are activated. And the handoff to Atlantis' onboard computers. Atlantis now in control of the countdown.
20.
Firing chain is armed. Sound suppression water system activated. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the International Space Station. Atlantis now in the proper alignment for its 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 4.5 million pounds of hardware and humans taking aim on the International Outpost. 30 seconds into the flight. Atlantis almost 2 miles in altitude, almost 6 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center already, traveling 500 miles an hour. The 3 liquid fuel main engines now throttling back to 72% of rated performance, going into the bucket, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it breaks through the sound barrier. 55 seconds into the flight, all systems operating normally, 900 miles an hour. The speed of Atlantis right now, 6 miles in altitude, 9 miles downrange.
Atlantis, go with throttle up.
speed. Go ahead, throttle up.
The throttle up call acknowledged by Commander Charlie Hobaugh, joined on the flight deck by pilot Butch Wilmore, flight engineer Randy Bresnick, and Leland Melvin. Seated down on the middeck are Mike Foreman and Bobby Satcher, kicking off their work week with a Monday commute to orbit. 1 minute, 30 seconds into the flight. Atlantis 13 miles in altitude, 15 miles downrange, traveling almost 2,000 miles an hour.
Yep. Sorry. You see like the bright light back there? Incredible. Wow. Yep. It's in the camera. Look at how fast it's going, man. Look at how fast. You getting enough video? Yep.
Yeah, folks, space shuttle's going off the right side of the aircraft right now. Those of you on the right side of the aircraft, you can see the space shuttle. On the left side of the aircraft, you probably see people on the right side of the aircraft looking at the space shuttle. trees around the house, too.
Yeah, pan over real quick so I can get a full shot of the ground. I know.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
I'm just out in my yard. A lot of people forget that you can create your own rainbow if you just turn on a sprinkler. And if the sun is angled the right way, only when you're outdoors, you will get a rainbow. So that's the first question. Why can you not simulate a rainbow indoors? There's a stipulation. You can create a rainbow indoors, but you need a mirror. You need a mirror to do a science test and create a rainbow inside. So I beg the question, if you need a mirror indoors, what's providing the mirror when you are outdoors? It really does not matter about the water, where the mist is. Doesn't matter what my position to it is. The curve does not change. It is a fixed hologram in space. Now, modern science says what's happening is an optical illusion. It's forming on your eyeball, and I guess in this case they would say it's the camera's sensor. But they say that a rainbow is happening on your eyeball. You're having your own unique experience. When you see a rainbow, the person standing next to you won't have the same experience. That's what they claim, because they say each water droplet is creating a prism that is taking the white light and separating it out into all the different colors. I don't think that makes any sense, guys. I think what's actually happening is that each water droplet of this 3D field, each water droplet is acting as its own lens. And so this lens is going to be slightly different from this lens, not that each water droplet is projecting its own rainbow. That's totally absurd. So each water droplet is a lens, and it exists on a 2D plane, right? I mean, I can walk right through it. Here, I'll walk right through it. No, I've got my camera. That's just a really stupid idea. But we've got a 3D field of vapor, right? This is 3D going back and forth, but the rainbow only appears on this 2D XY axis. And so the sun is there, and the sunlight is providing one line of sunlight. If it's a 2D line on a 3D spectrum of vapor points, modern science says that there should be thousands or millions of rainbows all along this axis. But there's not. There's just one rainbow on a 2D surface. So that means that one line is converging here and another line is converging somewhere else. There is a mirror when you are outside to create the rainbow. And that mirror is the dome. A rainbow proves that there's a dome above your head.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة